One of the things that has changed a lot is the amount of equipment you can put on an elk. At the moment I have a set of basic equipment on my elk, which is a saddle, bridle and the medallion that claims it as mine. But over the last couple of releases, the amount you can hang or attach to your elk has increased enormously. I have to say I looked at this and I thought my elk is becoming a mobile warehouse. Elks are a great way of going cross country. I happen to be, in real life, a sailor and a very passionate windsurfer. So to me, to be able to go in a boat and go on the sea is absolutely fabulous. But if you have a world, my world is 60% water. If you have a world that is mostly land, then the elk should be your chosen mode of transport. Okay, let's see how much we can attach to the elk. Welcome to my elk chest. I have managed to collect various medallions. Now we do have the bone flute. I'm going to take some rope in case I need it. Now I have at the moment got one saddle blanket on. I think this looks particularly good. But this isn't all that you can put on elks. If we look at H, we should have saddlebags. Here we go, and that needs nails and strips, interestingly enough, and it looks like 4 of them, and a shed load of leather. And can I just say that shed load is an English expression. First time I used it, someone thought I had said something much worse. That is not the case. Let us grab some nails and strips. Thank goodness I had the foresight to make some. I hope that copper ones work and that we don't have to resort to iron or something worse. A lot of stuff for the elks has to be made out of iron, so if this doesn't work we may have to do that. We also need leather, and I'm very lucky that I have been storing leather. Okay, let's have a look at that recipe again. So saddlebags, okay, 5 across the middle, 2 around the edges. See if we can, let's see whether the copper works. That's the doubt I have. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yes, copper works. So we have saddlebags. Okay, now that's not the only thing we can hang on an elk. There are sturdy saddlebags that use sturdy leather, and sturdy leather is used with a chromium tanned hide. I do not have chromium, so we're using ordinary leather, but ordinary leather is good enough. Now let's go and have a look at our elk. Whoops, not through there, up here. And let's go and see how he is. Mine is a male elk. Now he lives in a barn round here. But he is outside at the moment. Right, let's have a look at you. Yes. Now, let's just take him inside. Can we go inside? Right. I am a very learner elk rider. Let's get him corralled. Now, if we look at this, we've got the saddle here. To detach it, it is Control and right click, and then the blanket to attach it, can we detach it? That's what I want to know, with control and right click. Let's see if we can do that. Yes, we can. All right, so this blanket is the Alchemist blanket, but this one that I prefer is the Azure blanket. So to put it on must be control. No, I managed to get myself on. That's because I was, there we go. Right, let's put the saddle back on. Look at that. Wow. And now we want to put the saddlebags on. So let's have a little look round this elk. Yeah, that's the saddlebags. It's control. Yep, we get one on each side. And look at the amount of storage we get. 4 by 4 on each side. Wow. Now we can also attach here a bed, a hay bed. So why don't we go and get one of those? I've got one somewhere. Where would I have put my hay bed? We've already, by the way, got a light attached to the elk. It is hanging under his chin. So he's already carrying a light with him. That is thatch. That is not what I thought it was. Okay. I have masses and masses of this. There we go. That gives us a hay bed. Okay. Let's go and attach that to our elk, and I will put this beautiful blanket back. Quite like that one. I might swap back to it. You normally carry rope with you and a fence, a piece of fence to tether your elk. So we might have a look at that. Let's go and get our bed attached to the back of the saddle, and then we'll see what else we can attach. I have a vision of attaching a pickaxe to the elk, and if we're going to try and attach a pickaxe, let's make sure it's one of my copper ones and not an iron pickaxe that I leave attached to the elk. So a spare pickaxe. And the other thing I think we might be able to attach would be a cooking pot. I have a feeling we might be able to attach one of those. Let's go and grab a spare cooking pot and see whether we can. Right, let's go. Now, there are albino elks. I would love an albino elk, but mine came in the brown colour. But I'm very glad I got a male elk, because I think he's a magnificent beast. I have to excuse me. We have a lot of jets going overhead. Hello, elk. Yes, can you see his lantern is there? Right now. Here, yeah, can you see you can put a cooking pot or a folks? Right, let's put a cooking pot. Hang on. Control. Oh my word, look at that. All right, let's go and, I wonder if we can get a pick on this side. I think there's one on each side. Let's have a look at this. It looks like a bow, a folks, a cooking pot, or a sword. There is no pick on there. We've got a spare forks. Let's go and get that. My goodness me. It's a good job elks are strong, isn't it? Better feed this one to keep his muscles in good condition if he's going to carry this lot. But what it does mean is that you can carry things that would normally take up slots in your inventory, or if you're going to do a lot of fighting, having a spare forks would be great, and also having a cooking pot, essential. Get good food on the hoof. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Here we go. Right, let's see if we can get this one on this side. Oh wow, that looks great. Look at that. And even the forks is in a scabbard. That's even better. So let's put this on the back. Control. Ooh, look at that. Oh my word. Now, I think that we should be able to attach other things. I have seen other things attached. Pendant spot. We have a pendant, and that is that I have seen people attach gears. Let me have a look. Here we are. What is that? Nope. It's not what I meant to do. There is something on the back here. 3 there, and yeah, there's nothing on this side. Can you see? Now, I think that those are temporal gears, because the one thing that does take up a lot of room is temporal gears. Sorry to keep going to and fro, guys, but it's just getting a grip on everything I can put on this animal. Okay, I've only got 3 temporal gears. Right. Let's go and see if we can attach these. Right, now it was on this, it was on the back, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, don't lie down. I don't think it matters. 1. Stand up, elk. Come on. I'm going to have to get on him, aren't I? Okay. Right. Okay. 2. 3. Wow, look at that. So, cooking pot. Wow, I'm just looking for any more slots anywhere. Tamed elk. He looks fantastic, doesn't he? Oh, stand up again. Go on. Oh my gosh, I've got so many military jets going overhead. Great. What a splendid beast you are. So we've got those on that side. Now, I don't think there are a similar number of slots. I can't see any on this side. No, there's no little blank spaces. I think we have filled those blank spaces. That's the pendant spot. I think that's it. So when we have fully equipped our elk, he has a saddle blanket. he has a saddle, a bridle. He has the elk medallion, and this shows me what condition he's in. Creature weight good, and it also shows who owns him. This is Ashantin. He has a pendant round his neck where you can hang a lantern. So he's got the bridle as well. Then he's got a pair of saddlebags on each side, which give a lot of storage, if you ask me. That's a lot of storage slots. I'm hungry. It's not me hurting the elk. Then on top of that, you can put a bed on the back, which is great, the hay bed. We can attach the falx or a sword or a bow or a cooking pot in this slot, and the same on this side. So the cooking pot would be brilliant. Look at that, hanging from the neck. And then the new one is the 3 temporal gears. Let's see what we look like. Oh my word. Wow. Can we get the temporal gears in? We can. I don't really want to go outside. My goodness. What a beast you are. Okay, let's have a look round. Yeah, that's about the best we can get from this. Goodness me. I'm still on the egg. So this poor elk, I mean, all this. Yeah, I know. I tell you what we're going to do, my friend. We are going to go and make a chest. And we will take some of your elk paraphernalia off and we will put it in that chest, because it seems to me that we need an elk chest up here. Otherwise I'm going to be running up and down all the time. So let's just go and grab some planks. I wonder if there's somewhere you can attach that. Probably not. It's better to carry it with you. What you do not want is your elk meandering off, and that's probably why these don't store. You could store them in your saddlebags, but the whole point of having the bone flute is that if you lose your elk, you can call it to you. Right, I'm not sure what to call this chest. Elk equipment, elk paraphernalia, elk furniture, pimp my elk. I think the whole thing is fabulous, I really do. So what we'll do, my friend, we'll put that there. Okay, let's get some of this off you. How do we get this off? That's the next thing, isn't it? Right, not like that. Maybe control again. Yes. I've got the saddlebags off. Okay. Let's get that last gear off. No. I keep pressing shift instead of control, and this is control. Nice. Okay, well your saddlebags can stay here. Do these stack? They do not. Of course they do not. So let us put this. Let us put one of those. I'm not leaving the temporal gears here. The saddlebags can go in there. Yeah. So one rope. I know. So, control, yes, a cooking pot, my word. Yes. Yeah, it's amazing that the, pop this in here. The sheath didn't come with it, which is a shame. Now, how are you looking, my friend? You look a lot more comfortable there. Have I got anything else hung on you? I have not. Okay, well, I think we will feed you and then leave you in peace. As it's going autumn, I think I'll leave him in the barn, then he doesn't get cold, because the weather can come in quite quickly here. Let's go and grab some food for my poor elk. Huh. He doesn't actually eat a lot, but slowly and steadily he does get through some food. Where's our... yeah. All right. Let's put our... just take this up and then we'll finish that. So, I think we've figured out most of the slots. I think that the 3 temporal gears have just been added. I haven't really travelled very far on the elk. I had the wrong bridle in to start with and I got myself terrified. But what I'm interested to find out is if your elk comes under attack. So I know if I'm using the carry-on mod, and I suppose it's not the same thing. If I get attacked, I would drop my chest. But I think if the elk is attacked, does anybody know whether the attackers can knock things off the elk? I wouldn't want to lose my rusty gear. And also, I can't see... Can you see that this is alternating between the hay bed and something else? Let me see if that's a different form of bed. See, the hay bed is there. Wooden bed, aged wooden beds. But are there any beds, other beds that could go on an elk? There's nothing that would indicate to me. I wonder if you could mount a shield on your elk. This doesn't seem to indicate that you could. Wow. Well, that's all very interesting. So my elk has turned from a beautiful riding animal into a mobile warehouse. Everything you need for camping, you can carry on your elk. I think that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, my elk is a mobile warehouse. I'm loving this update, aren't you? Bye-bye, my friends.